So there is a growing trend that I've noticed over the past couple of years. Young black people are going missing in the UK, and when the black people are found, they're usually found by bodies of water, so lakes, ponds, canals. I've also noticed, based on the people that I've seen, that they're also Nigerian. Quite a few of them are Nigerian.
These are all names of black people whose bodies have been recovered in bodies of water, and we don't know what the cases were. There's no investigation that's being done. It's just non-suspicious. It's just a coincidence that all these people are just being found in bodies of water.
Blessing Olusegun, Boyega Odubanjo, Olisa Odukwe, Kayon Williams, and Okoro Geye, Samaria Yan. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So guys, apparently there is a trend going on. I actually saw this about last week, especially on the one on Samaria. I saw it and somebody said, please, people need to speak up about this. There's been this trend of black people, African people being, unalived. It seems like this is somebody who is a serial, and is unaliving black people and dumping them in the river, especially the river Thames. Okay. And this is very, very concerning, not just because this seems to be targeting black people, African people, Nigerian people of Nigerian descent. It's also very concerning the attitude of the authorities towards it. It's like they are not investigating this. Like there is no press coverage. There is no media coverage. Like nobody's talking about this. It's crazy that nobody's talking about this. Like they are ruling these things as like unsuspicious. You find somebody's slipper or something and they're being dumped in the river after just speaking to their loved ones or boyfriend or something, and you're like, they're just ruling it as unsuspicious. Up to the point where the one that happened with Richard Okorogeye, they had to apologize to the family because of their abysmal way they handled the investigation. They didn't take the family seriously. And as much as I don't like to play the race card, guys, I don't know because I do remember this white girl's name that went missing in the UK. Was it a year or 2 years ago? The world literally stopped. But here, black people are being unalived and being dumped in the river, and major news outlets are not even covering it. Like, if you want information on this, you literally have to go on TikTok to find information on this. Like, it's crazy. This is very, very scary. And if you are black, if you are, of Nigerian descent, or if you're a black person in the UK at this time, please be really alert. I am going to play the videos that everybody, spoke on. Please, I will need you guys to, the videos might be a bit long, but please, it is important that you take the time to actually watch these videos and listen so that you are informed, okay? I'm going to come back at the end of the clip and give my, 2 cents.
So there is a growing trend that I've noticed over the past couple of years, and I've talked about it on my podcast, and I've alluded to it on my social media platforms, especially on Twitter. I'm actually trying to write something about it right now, where young black people are going missing in the UK, and when the black people are found, they're usually found by bodies of water, so lakes, ponds, canals. In one case in Ireland, I'm really sorry, like a drain situation, and we need to amplify that particular thing even more. But I bring it up because whenever the police get onto, they get onto these scenes of where they found these black people who are no longer alive, they instantly say there was nothing suspicious about it and the case is closed right there and then. And it's like, fam, you didn't even check. You did not even check. And before, when I raised kind of the alarm about it on social media, I was told, yeah, well, usually when they say that there was nothing suspicious about it, they're alluding to the fact that maybe the person unalived themselves. And I know that happens, and it's, sad. I know that happens. At the same time, I look at certain instances where the same pattern is obvious, and it's unlikely that the person would have done that. One case, I think it was around 2020, the black girl, she was studying at uni and was doing a placement somewhere as a carer, and she was seen on CCTV around 1 a.m. She was on the phone to a friend by the water where she was doing her placement, caring for somebody, an older person, I think. And she said to them on the phone, I believe, like, oh, hold on 1 second, because I imagine somebody was walking up to her, whatever the case may be. That was around 1 a.m. Her body was found around like 6:20 a.m. in the morning, unalive by the beach. There's been a recent situation that, I don't want to go into specifics, but it's the pattern is there. You just have to look it up and you'll see that a pattern is there. And it's worrying to me that the police are like, oh, there's nothing suspicious about it, when it's clear that they haven't looked into it. We know the ways that police tend to kind of like disregard anything or most things that pertain to black people. We know the disproportionate stop and search rates and the excessive force that's used on black people. We know all of that. So I'm not surprised that they would find a black person's body dead by a body of water and go, oh, there's nothing suspicious here, especially when sometimes the narrative they try to run is probably the child or the young guy or the young man was running county lines. So basically they're saying that, oh, they were moving drugs. Even if that's the case, that's still a dead body. But for a lot of them, that's not the case. And I've also noticed, based on the people that I've seen, that they're also Nigerian. Quite a few of them are Nigerian. I can't tell you, I haven't come here with a solution. All I'm asking is that now that more people are starting to notice this pattern, it's not about us fear-mongering each other, but just pay attention, because I feel like at some point we're all going to have to come together as a collective and ask the police to investigate further, because it's not adding up, and we deserve better. Like the families, not even us, like the families deserve better. So my heart and my love goes out to the families who, especially if they are of West, like African heritage, where they feel like they can't question the state, they can't question what they've been told. Something is up, and I'm just sending everybody all the love. Canals.
So I've just listened to Kelechi's 4-minute video about black people going missing in the UK and being found in water circumstances, and it's really triggered me, to be honest with you, because everything that she said, I've been thinking. So it's weird how she said it, and I was like, oh my god, like, you just taken all the thoughts out of my mind. And obviously I'm not going to use names as well, same way she didn't use names, because it's a sensitive time for certain families and stuff like that. But I've always been of the school of thought that, twice a coincidence, 3 times is a conspiracy. And a lot of people don't know this because maybe you only look at the ones that are being publicized, but this has happened more than 5 times, and it's rather concerning now, because the last one that occurred, I went to go and Google the festival. The festival was on from the 24th to the 27th, right? This person was last seen 4 a.m. on the 27th and was not found until the 31st. So that's four nights. And apparently the reason why he weren't found earlier was because there was no diving resources. What kind of excuse is that? It takes you 4 days. Because I hate to use the race card a lot, because I am that kind of person. I'm just kind of like, it's not every day use race card. But the world literally stopped when that incident happened with Sarah Everard. Even before she was found, the world had already stopped. And I just feel like, okay, first there was a girl that went for a care job, was on the phone, and all of a sudden she was found dead. Then there was a young guy with special needs. He took a taxi somewhere. He was also found dead. All these people by water. Then there's this one. Then there's another one that I think happened in Ireland, and a black man was found in a canal. I just feel like, yeah, it's giving raw conspiracy now, like something's up. If you are not concerned, I'm concerned, because at the end of the day, I'm black. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like it's really suspicious.
Reports of a girl by the name of Samaria Yan, 19 years old, who was missing, and the coverage on it was so minimal. Like, I'm only starting to find out about this now. This girl has been missing since the 22nd of February. It's come to sad news that the girl's actually passed away. Her body was found in a river, and just as when she was missing, we didn't get any coverage from any news outlets. Now that she's actually passed away, the coverage is also going to be minimal, like many other black people who've passed away and whose body's been recovered. The craziest thing about it took a new Instagram page dedicated to finding this poor girl for there to be any coverage. No media outlets, no news, no nothing. I haven't seen this anywhere. As you can see, other than Samaria, these are all names of black people whose bodies have been recovered in bodies of water, and we don't know what the cases were. There's no investigation that's being done. It's just non-suspicious. It's just a coincidence that all these people are just being found in bodies of water. It's literally on the 1st of March, prior to this situation happening, there was a BBC analysis that shows that the ethnicity of missing people is not being reported. They're literally not reporting their ethnicities. And almost a fifth of all missing persons incidents in England and Wales in 2022 to 2023, there was no ethnic group recorded or the individual's ethnicity was marked unknown. Fifth, that's literally 20%. Now, praise God to the girl and the family. You know, I hope God guides them through this tough time. I know it must be hard on them, but this does make you think, all these bodies that are all being found in the water, why is there a pattern? Is this just a coincidence? Why is the news coverage on black people missing so minimal? Why is no one talking about it? Why are we not seeing news articles on it? Why is there no coverage? And I don't mean this in no disrespectful way, but the effort that was put into finding Madeleine McCann, even years after, is compared to all the black people that have gone missing. You can see the comparison. You know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that the situations are being handled differently. You know, the fact that the ethnicities are not being reported, the coverage is low, we can't argue that. So
please give me a moment of your time. Let's talk about Richard Okorogie. He was a 19-year-old boy from West London who was reported as missing. His body was found in Epping Forest 2 weeks after the first report was filed. Police watchdogs found that an unacceptable level of service was provided by the officers after he went missing. The Independent Office for Police Conduct have now issued an apology. This is just a testament that the systemic issue of injustice within our system kills. Richard's mother was dismissed by multiple police officers at all levels, from junior to senior officers, all dismissed her claims. It is also important to recognise that the police only apologised because the IOPC told them to. There were logistical, careless and dangerous errors made by the police. After all of this, Richard and his family have yet to receive a genuine apology and justice.
On Wednesday, a body of a woman was pulled out of the River Thames. TikToker blogger Kayon Williams went missing after a night out with her friends in Marketplace, close to Oxford Circus, on Pride weekend. Miss Williams was last seen on Saturday, the 2nd of July at 3:40 a.m. Her last known sighting was in Marketplace, which is near Oxford Circus. Her death is not being treated as suspicious. Rest in peace, Kayon, and condolences to your family.
The Mysterious Death of Blessing Olusegun, Part 1. Blessing Olusegun was a 21-year-old Nigerian living in South London. She was studying business at a London university and decided to do a week-long placement in Bexhill, East Sussex in September 2020. The placement involved being a carer for patients with dementia. On the 17th September 2020, whilst on her placement, Blessing told a very close friend of hers that she couldn't sleep and she wanted to go for a walk. She left her accommodation around midnight and headed towards the local beach. Blessing was captured on CCTV 3 times during her walk. She was captured once in the town centre, another time under the tunnel in the direction of the beach, and lastly near a local cafe around 1 a.m. Blessing texted her boyfriend and best friend asking them to stay on the phone to her while she went for her walk around 12:30 a.m. However, she sent them another text saying never mind an hour later. That would be the last time they would hear from Blessing. The following morning, on the 18th September 2020, Blessing's best friend received a message from Blessing's work placement stating that Blessing didn't turn up to work and she was missing. Her best friend urgently called her phone and a police officer answered. She would soon find out that Blessing's body was found by a dog walker at 6:20 a.m. on the beach near Galley Hill. When the police searched the area, they found Blessing's slippers and phone neatly piled close by. The police stated there was no evidence of crime. They treated Blessing's death as unexplained but non-suspicious. News reports state that Blessing's cause of death was drowning. It's baffling how a young woman can leave her accommodation and turn up dead with no concrete explanation. Her friends and family stated that she was in a happy place, so I can't imagine how frustrating and heartbreaking it is to have no explanation to what happened to their dear loved one.
A body has been found of the award-winning poet. A body has been found in search for missing poet Jiboyigo Ojibanjo. He went missing at a rural music festival. Jiboyiga was last seen at 4 a.m. on Saturday at the Shambhala Festival in Nottinghamshire. The 27-year-old from Bromley was due to perform at the event in Kelmarsh on Sunday, but did not turn up for his set. Police say there are no suspicious circumstances surrounding his loss of life.
Screw this whole Kate Middleton thing. There has been a number of dark-skinned black people that have been found in seafronts in the River Thames all throughout the UK, and the police are saying it's ruling as suicide. And the likelihood of all these people dying from suicide is absolutely zero. It's absolutely zero. Most recently, Samaria Yan, she was just found in the River Thames. There's someone who's actively doing this. There's someone who I believe is actively hunting dark-skinned people to murder them in the UK. Maybe a fascist group. I don't know. Fuck Kate Middleton right now. We need to put attention onto this.
You know, it's unfortunate that this is the reality of black people, even in 2024, even in the developed countries. There is still, I hate to say it, but like there's a pattern here, and it's really unfortunate. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if, you know, these are some fascist movement. I don't like, but please, if you are black, if you're African, if you are Nigerian, please be alert. If you are in the UK or if you live in the UK, please, this is a passionate plea. Please, if you have families who are in the UK and you're watching this video, please share this video with them or let them know that they need to be alert. Okay, if there's nothing important that they need to go do after dark, let them, you know, stay home. Okay, I don't even like I pray for, you know, just protection for every black person in the UK right now. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.